Hey peeps, I hope you're doing well. I'm good, and I just want to leave a quick message for you. We'll see how quick this goes. I say quick, and it could be 39 minutes long, but my intention is for it to be quick. My girl, Jahada, whom I call Sissy, she's like family to me, so as you know, some family members we are born into the relationship, and others we choose. Some of the family we're born with. Sorry, I'm laughing at my child singing for her life right now. To Elsa's song, what is it? Something, show yourself. She's singing hard. Anyway, my sissy reminded me that today marks 2 years of the anniversary of me leaving the nursing home that I was in. And I'm blown away. I feel like I've lived about 47 lifetimes in 2 years. And then I also feel like it's not been a year yet. It just feels like it just happened, you know? I had a big old stroke and an aneurysm. For those of you who are just now catching up, I had a stroke and an aneurysm. And my life changed. I was very, 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 very independent, single mother, and music is my career. And I was traveling and on the road and singing with several artists and doing studio vocals and all that stuff. And then I had my stroke and I almost died. I was in a coma, and then I had a seizure while I was singing with one of my favorite vocalists on the planet, CC Winans. We were doing a taping for the sorry, I'm laughing at my child. We were doing a taping for Summer What Show, and I started to have a seizure. Now, the day before I went in to the gig, I had the worst headache that you could possibly imagine. She sent her daughters over. They came and got my child. My child calls her girl Sissy, like I called Jahada Sissy. And she got to be with Sissy, but I was doing so badly. I now know that between then and the actual recording, I was growing the tumor. I was growing the aneurysm. So I was in otherworldly pain. But I was trying to be a G about my pain and, just finish the gig. Being the worst pain of my life and just finish the gig. And I ended up passing out and almost dying in the ambulance on the way over. There's a coma scale, I believe, that goes from like 1 to 14. I was at a 1. I'm sorry, I'm banging out. I saw myself schwitzing, and I had to try to handle that. I was at a 1. And then I fell into a coma. I think I was comatose by the time I arrived at the hospital. And then there I stayed for a couple of weeks while I was in a coma. And then I left there and went into the nursing home and stayed there for several months. And it was extremely hard for me. Good Lord. Listen, nature has nowhere else to go because nature, but just don't come near me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know there's nowhere else for you, like you're a fly. It's not your fault there's a human sitting outside in the middle of your space. But don't come around me. You know what I'm saying? Leave me alone. Anyway, today is the anniversary of that process ending and another one beginning. The one that is beginning, or that began when I left, was the process of healing and rehabilitation into the world, I believe. And my life right now looks completely different than it did before. Just come here. Sorry, talking much out. Come here. You know the most. Come here. The process of rehabilitation, which my role looks completely differently than it did. Say hello.
Hello, I'm gonna
Okay,
introduce you.
yeah. It looks completely different than it did before I had my stroke. But it's what I've been given and what I've been entrusted with. I choose to believe is an entrusting. Gosh, I have hated it.
And Jesus helped her stay alive.
Jesus did indeed help me stay alive. Jesus kept your mommy.
He loves all of us and all of our sins.
He loves us through our sins, and
All of our
he
sins.
doesn't love our sins, but he loves us beyond our sins.
Well, he loves us in it.
Yes, he does. He loves us in any way.
That's why he died for and got crucified and spat on and all that bad stuff for just for us and died for our sins.
Yes, he did. Now I'm talking, so let me talk, okay?
Mwah! Whoa. He was close. I was like, what the?
Okay, so 2 years has gone by since that, all of that,
He's getting all better.
and I am being restored. And my doctors, all of them, but the doctor who my neurologist, he scanned my brain and taken care of, he was the one that had to do surgery on my brain to remove the aneurysm, remove the cyst that was on my brain. He has looked and done all the tests and all the things and says that I will make an absolutely full recovery physically. And for that, I'm extremely grateful. I think I will always, well,
Nancy went to a nursery home and they gave her a can of beans.
a nursing home, not nursery home, even though it's kind of the same thing. I don't remember what I'm saying. So my newest superpower is that I lose track of what I'm saying. That's
No, her new
I'm
superpower
not talking to you.
is to love people and share. And our new house has a swing set right there.